Now, British Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson says his country will most probably join any future military action against the Syrian government. Johnson says that London has not taken any decision yet, but saying no to any requests regarding attacks on Syria would be difficult for the British government. He added that the UK had been informed of the U.S. President's order for missile strikes on a Syrian airbase earlier this month. On April 7th, the U.S. fired 59 Tomahawk cruise missiles at Syria's Shadiyat airbase in Homs province, destroying military hardware and infrastructure. Washington launched the strikes in response to what it called the Syrian government's chemical attack on an area in Idlib province. Damascus has vehemently denied allegations of that. And joining us out of Los Angeles, California is Mr. Max Igan, political commentator. Hello, Mr. Igan. Thanks for joining us on the program once again, sir. Now, should we be concerned with such a statement?
Well, of course you should be concerned with such a statement, and it seems that Britain is prepared to follow America into whatever war it wants to cook up. It's interesting also that Britain appears to have had knowledge before this attack, before it happened. And this attack that Donald Trump launched against Syria was essentially a war crime, so it would appear that the British government had pre-knowledge of a war crime that was about to be committed. Would that not make them complicit in this war crime? I mean, this is a war crime. There is no proof that Assad gassed his people at all, and it's ludicrous to think that he would, especially considering the timing of it. But it just seems, like I said, that the England is just champing at the bit to follow America into any war. England, of course, loves war. It's been pouring a lot of weapons into this area anyway, and it's probably been itching to get boots on the ground itself and to go sort of overt with this covert invasion they've been staging for so long.
And Mr. Egan, why does it seem like we're increasingly seeing more leadership out of London and Washington making these decisions, without approval from Congress or Parliament and without abiding by international law? Are these two leaderships above the law, basically?
Well, it would appear that they are above the law. They seem to veto any decision that's made in the UN that wants to address the illegal things that are happening around the world, and they just seem to do what they want. You've got to understand, these countries, they thrive on war. England has poured so much war into this world over the last centuries that it's almost, unmeasurable, and America seems to have followed suit. I mean, they're just trying to justify their actions. Of course, England would want to do this to try to justify and legitimise Donald Trump's war crime in attacking Syria, which is what it is. We cannot understress this, that this is a war crime. We cannot overstress this. This has absolutely been a launch of missiles. This is an aggressive act. It's a war crime, and England will be legitimising America's use of these missiles and just following them into it. They love war. They thrive on war. Both of these governments are run by banksters who profit enormously from conflict and war around the world, so it's no surprise to see them champing at the bit to get involved.
Thank you once again for your contribution to our program. Mr. Max Igan joining us out of Los Angeles, political commentator.